Hi, welcome to my latest video. Today we're parked in the car park at the National Trust in Formby at the Lifeboat Road car park. Baxter and myself were taking a walk down to the beach. This is we'll take one of the routes, so there are several from the car park that you can take. All take you to the beach. Some of them, well, most of them, you've got to go over some of the sand dunes to actually get to the beach. There is one which we'll show you on the way back, where there is a boardwalk, so you don't actually have to climb over any sand hills. The boardwalk is much easier for probably for wheelchairs and for people pushing prams, babies in prams and pushchairs, etc. All the others, apart from that one, all the other routes you will have to negotiate sand hills with fairly soft sand, so definitely not suitable for wheelchairs, anything like that. But we'll take you one way and then we'll come back a slightly different way. But as I said, there are several ways, several paths that lead from the car park that all will take you to the beach. We're approaching the sand hills now, where we will have a little bit of an incline going over the sand hills and then get to the other side and we'll be on the beach. Baxter knows his way there for sure. We do come down here as often as possible. During the week, we don't come at weekends because if it's good weather, then it can be very crowded. There has been a lot of problems recently with lots of people arriving, leaving rubbish and blocking car parks, but that's another story anyway. Most of the time, most people are welcome here to come and enjoy the beautiful surroundings, the sand hills, the pine woods and the beach. Baxter will disappear now. Next time we see him, he'll be on the beach. And we can see the tide is right out at the moment, right out. You can see how the sand is fairly soft here, and coming both ways, you do have to use quite a bit of energy to get up and over the sand hills, and but on all the tracks are like this. Some a lot steeper sand hills to go over. You've just got the one, as I mentioned earlier, the boardwalk, which is suitable for pushchairs, prams, wheelchairs, etc. You can see the sea now way out. When we get over the other side of here, we'll see Baxter. He'll wait till we appear and then he'll zoom off again towards the sea. There he is. As soon as he knows we're behind him, he'll be off. Now, one thing you've got to be careful of at Formby Beach, when the tide is so far out, you've got like islands, 2 or 3 islands which get surrounded by water when the tide's coming in, and if you're way out by the sea, the water can creep up behind you, making these islands, and therefore trapping you, with deep water to get back. You need to go through some pretty deep water to get back. So it's always be careful. If you see the tide coming in, make sure you keep an eye on the like streams that fill up, and then naturally they go wider and wider and deeper. So you must be, it's one thing you've got to be very careful of here. We'll make it right out to the sea, although it is way out today. We're getting fairly close to the water now. This is one of those streams that I was telling you about that creep up behind you. You see how they leave like an island. Well, if you're on that island way out by the sea and that starts coming in, these streams fill up, and they can trap you. So you've got to be very careful. So Baxter loves splashing about in the water. He does insist on keep having a sip of the salty water, which naturally doesn't, not very good for him. Not do him any harm, but just makes him more thirsty. But he loves the splashing about, running about. It also cleans him as well. With being a white dog, it's strange how the sand and the water cleans him, but going through the sand as well. And by the time he gets back to the van, and brush him out, and he's near enough dry from the wind or the sun, and his coat is really white and shiny. We're here now by the sea. So although he likes splashing about, he doesn't like the water too deep. He seems to be a little bit frightened of it. A couple of years ago we did go out. It was quite deep, and his brother was with him. Unfortunately passed away now, but his brother was with him, and he's a slightly heavier dog than him, and he used to drag him about, and he dragged him. They were on the same lead, and he dragged him when a wave came over, and he got sort of, and since then he just doesn't like the deep water. He'll splash about, paddle, but he don't like it coming over his head, don't like it too deep. And not very busy here on the beach today. It is a Monday. It is forecast showers, heavy rain, possible thunder. But at the moment there's some black clouds about, but the sun's shining and it's quite warm. 20 degrees, 21 degrees, which isn't too bad for here. The tide is still going out, so we're safe enough. We don't have to worry about getting trapped at all. This probably just the tide probably just about at its furthest out. Here getting a bit deep for him, so he'll have to where it's shallower. Yeah. we're on the way back now to the car park. As I said before, we will go back via the boardwalk, so you can see how relatively easy it is compared with going over the sand hills. If you're on the Formby beach and you're a stranger and you can't remember which way you actually came onto the beach, then this is the best way to go. Head for the Lifeboat station, which is just over to your right, and the boardwalk's right in front of you. Follow the boardwalk and that will take you back to the car park. But each of the routes over the sand hills, on the beach there's a post with a yellow marker on top. You probably see a couple of them there, and each of those is an actual track which goes over the sand hills, not always leading to the car park, leading to other areas, other paths. But I say, if you're not quite sure, if you're a stranger, then this is your best route back to the car park at Lifeboat Road. Once you get onto the boardwalk here, then it goes about halfway back to the car park, and the rest has been recently levelled as much as possible, and Well, we're almost back at the car park now. We're just round this corner, and we will be back at the car park. One thing I should have mentioned just a little bit earlier, when we came over the boardwalk, if you have a wheelchair, pushchair, etc., carry straight on. Where we went off to the left after we came off the boardwalk, we're just going to a different part of the car park. But if you have a wheelchair, etc., you carry straight on there, and it is quite flat and suitable for wheelchairs, pushchairs, etc. Baxter can smell rabbits. He's up in the gorse bushes somewhere or other. Here he comes. He can smell rabbits. When he was a puppy, him and his brother, we were up here a little bit further down, and they're only half the size he is now, and I'll let them off the lead. At that time they didn't go off the lead, but I thought we'd give them a try, and his brother came running to me barking, and couldn't find this lad anywhere, Baxter, and eventually spotted his tail just actually sticking out of a rabbit hole, and he was still going further down. So I ran over and just managed to grab his tail to drag him out of the rabbit hole. Since then, up to a few months ago, they've been kept on a lead. He's been on a lead, but he's very good now. He comes back whenever I say he comes back. He'll go out in front, but only the fact that he knows where he's going, or he thinks he knows where he's going, or he's telling me where we're going. But he does know the area well. He knows his way to the sea. He knows his way back to the van. Yeah, the car park is just round the corner now. We'll get rid of these doggy bags in the bin. Hopefully everybody who does visit here will bring the rubbish. There's no rubbish bins on the beach, but please bring your rubbish back here to the car park and put it in the big bins here. For those who don't know, if you're a member of the National Trust, then the car park is free, but if you're not a member, then it's actually £7.50 to park here for the day. There's no hourly rate, it's just a £7.50 flat rate. And the same at the other car park, Victoria Road, that's £7.50 as well. They do have toilets there, and it is closer to the beach, but very soft sand going from the car park to the beach. Very soft sand indeed. So here we are back at the van. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you again. Bye.